Good morning, class. Today we are continuing with working with our data, and we are doing CO62. I can interpret and create stem and leaf plots. Last time we did bar graphs and line graphs. We've done those before. We've worked with them before. So it wasn't something new. Today is brand new. So I need your attention up here. And I need us paying attention. So Connor, I want you to turn your body. Thank you. So a stem and leaf plot is where each data value is separated into a leaf, which is the last digit of our numbers, and a stem. And the stems are the remaining digits. So I'm going to show us what that means. Here's an example of a stem and leaf plot showing the age breakdown of the customers. So we're starting with the 0. Then we have a stem of 1. So over on this side, we can see the stem. Well, it says stem. So all of these numbers are our stems. The leaves are the numbers that are the last digit. So when I look at this, I see there's a 5. So this is a 5. That's our last digit of our number. I need to tack my stem on in front of it. So it becomes 15. Our 9 is the last digit. I need to tack our stem on it. So it's a 19. So we're saving ourselves from having to write all those first digits. This is new math, Cameron. I truly need your attention. So going with the same logic, what is this 3? What age does that stand for? Very good. We put our stem of the 2 in front, and that's actually a 23. What is this next 3? Another 23. What is the 6? 26. What is the 7? What is the 8? And what is the last 6?
It says 8. Oh, shoot, I read it.
Let's look at our next stem. Our next stem has a 3. So what number, what age is that 0 represent, Ava? 30. What age does that 1 represent? 31. What age does this 1 represent?
31.
What about this one?
31.
What about the 2?
32.
What about the 5?
35.
What about the 6?
36.
What about the 7? Now our next row has a 4 for a stem. So what is our 0? What age does our 0 represent?
40.
Our next 0.
40.
4. So 44. The 5 is what age? And the 8 is what age? Our next stem is a 5. I don't see any numbers there. What does that tell me about the age of the people, of the customers?
They're 5 years old. They died?
No.
Nobody that was in their 50s.
There was no customers that were in their 50s that came in. So if there's no leaves posted, that means there were no customers that age. Now I have a 6, so what does this 0 mean? What does this 0 mean? And what does this 0 mean? So now I know the age of all the customers that came in. What is the age of the youngest customer that came in? 15. The very first number that we saw. What is the age of the oldest customer that came in? 60, our biggest number that we wrote. Ooh, find the median and the mode. Stem and leaf plots are really good for identifying these. How can I find the median and the mode? Jimena?
You have to order them, for least to greatest.
Yeah. We know when we're finding that median, we have to go from least to greatest. Why do you think he's saying stem and leaf plots are really good for this, Melanie? They're already in order for us. Right? When we do those stem and leaf plots, look, all those numbers are in order already. So we can just count it backwards. So that's why they are great for displaying data in order. So we can say the 15 goes with the last 60. The 19 goes with the next 60. Then we've got 23 goes with the 60. 23 goes with the 48. 26 goes with 45. 27 goes with 44. 28 goes with the 40. 28 goes with the 40. 37 goes with the 30. 36 goes with 31. 35 goes with 31. I have two numbers in the middle. 31 and 32. How do I find the median? So think back to that first objective of this unit. How do I find my median, Marina?
You add them up there and divide them by 2.
I add them together. So for my median, that middle, I do 31 plus 32, and I'm going to divide it by 2 because there were two numbers that I added together. So what do I get for my median? 31.5. That is the median age. That middle age is in between 31 and 32. 31.5. How do I find my mode? What does mode mean, Melanie? The number that appears the most. What number do I see the most of?
31.
31 has 1, 2, 3, and 60 has 1, 2, 3. Remember with our mode, we can have more than one mode. If there's a tie, it is okay. We cannot have a tie for our median. You cannot put two numbers to be the middle. That's why we had to add them and divide by 2. We had to find the mean of those numbers. But our mode can have a tie. Do we have to have a mode? Madison, not the right time. With our mode, we don't have to have a mode. If they all were just listed one time each, we would say no mode. Is the data more likely to represent a coffee shop or an indoor playground? What do you think, Jimena?
A coffee shop, because normally when people are in the playground, they're like younger.
Because normal age of customers for a playground will be younger. So you need to be able to write sentences about the data that were given. Cameron, move to the back table. You need to be able to look at what we're given and be able to answer. So always paying attention. Liam, do you need to leave the room?
No.
I hope not. You need to be able to pay attention to what all of these data represent, age breakdown of customers, and be able to say, there wouldn't be 60-year-olds playing at the playground. 60s, 40s, 30s. Could they be there? Sure, they might be bringing kids there, but they're not going to be playing there. If there's no little kids, or 0, that would be our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-year-old kids. There's none of them listed. So it's probably not a playground if there's no little kids at all. So let's look at the bottom of our page. Whoops. Shevin Kultz, the famous Russian basketball player, has played 40 games so far this season, and his point totals are below. Create a stem and leaf plot with the data. And then we're going to answer the questions at the bottom. So to make a stem and leaf plot, we want to draw our line. We're going to put just the last digit of our number on the right. The first digits go on the left as our stem. So what numbers do you think I want to put as my stems? Thinking back to the customers' ones, what should I start with, Melanie? Yeah, we could start with 1. So what would I put next? 2, 3, 4. How high up do you think I need to go? For my stems, I need to go up to 6 because there are no 70s listed. Are there any single digit numbers? If there was a single digit number, I would want to start with a 0. Because we would want to be able to say if you only scored 4 points, we would want to know he only scored 4 points. Would there be a 0 in that tens place? So we know all these numbers over here are the tens place, and we're going to fill in numbers for the ones place. So I'm going to look to see there were no single digits. So I'm going to look at my team numbers. I see I have an 11, and I have a 17. Those are my, oh, and I have a 15
Where?
at the top.
There's an 18 under.
There is an 18 under it. So what number am I going to get put first as my lead? 11. So I'm going to put a 1. What am I going to put next? A 5 to stand for that 15. And then a 7 for my 17, an 8 for the 18, and a 9 for the 19. I'm putting them in order. Because remember, this type of graph, we want it to be in order. So that's why I'm looking for the numbers that have that tens place. That's as my leaf, or as my stem. So I had a 1 for my stem, so a 1 in the tens place. Next, I have a 2 as my stem, so I'm going to look for all of my 20s.
I see a 2.
So I see a 25, 27, 28, 25, 22, 24.
Hello, please excuse this interruption. We will be going outside for recess, however, you have to stay off the field. So find something to do on the blacktop or the playground. We are staying off the field going forward for recess. We need to respect that request, please, so that you avoid any consequences. Thank you.
So what is going to be my first digit that I'm going to put as a leaf?
Wait, there's a 20.
My smallest 20s is a 22, so I'm going to put a 2 here. What is my next leaf going to be? 24. There are, so how many 5s do I need to put? There are 2 25s, so I put 2 5s. Next is 28. Oh, I missed 27. Thank you. So a 7 for 27 and then an 8 for 28. Now I need my 30s. I see a 38, a 31, 33, 33, 32, 39, 35, 30, 33, 39, 36. Whew, lots of 3s.
Oh my goodness.
What is the first number in the 30s?
Oh, it's a 0.
It's going to be a 0 because I have a 30 right here. So I'm going to put a 0 right there. 0 doesn't mean 0. 0 means 30. Right? So we always put that stem in front of it. What's the next digit I'm going to put? I'm going to put a 1 for my 31. And then I see a 32. So I'm going to put a 2. Yeah, right here is a 32. I see a 33, so I'm going to put a 3. I see another 33, I'm going to put a 3. And I see another 33, so I'm going to put another 3. And then there's a 35 and a 36.
There's a 38. There's a 38.
And there's a, oh, I missed that one. There's a 38 and another 38 and a 39 and another 39. And that is all my 30s. Notice how I am crossing them off as I go in case I accidentally miss one. When I'm all done, they should all be crossed off. So if I miss one, it won't be crossed off and I'll have to go back and put it in where it belongs. So that's my way of double checking that I got all of my scores. So now I'm going to look at my 40s. 42, 42, 41, 45, 48, 45, 41, 49, 40, 41, and a 49. So what is my first 40s that I see? I have a 40 right here. So there is a 0 I have to put. Are there any other 40s? No. But I see there's a 41 right here. There's another 41. And another 41. Any more 41s? No. So now, oh, I see a 42 and a 42. No more 42s, no 43, no 44. I see a 45. I see another 45. No 46, no 47, but I do see a 48. I see a 49 and another 49. Then for my 50s. I have a 50, a 50, 55, 52, and a 59. What digit am I going to put first? A 0 for the 50. What's next? Another 0 because there's another 50. What's next? 52, so a 2. Then what? A 5 for the 55. And a 9 for the 59. And that's it for my 50s. How many 60s do I have? Just that one, 61. So when I look at all these numbers, I know that my stem tells me what number goes in the tens place, and all of those digits after it represent individual scores. So he played 40 games, and these are his point totals. So in one game he scored 11, another game he scored 25, another game he scored 50, one game he scored 61. So each of those numbers represents a score that he had in the game that he played. So then you have to look, what is the mode of the data and what is the median of the data. So you're going to finish up this page yourself. You're going to work on that math packet that is due on Friday. You're going to work on any practice work that we didn't get done last Friday for our retake day, because this Friday is another retake day. If you are watching this at home, I hope you are well. I hope to see you soon. Have a wonderful day.